Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Raising Kanan Season 4 finale going into Season 5 theory and prediction video. The topic of today's theory and prediction video is Jukebox saved Rock's life after Kanan shot her because she called Detective Garcia. Yes, it's the first time Jukebox snitched, and not only that, Rock decides to go into WITSEC after surviving the murder attempt by Kanan. Now, I'm going to give credit where it's due. This original idea isn't mine. As you can see on the stream by now, I have put the person who gave me this idea in the comment section. I'm going to give him all his credit. When he gave me this idea by putting this theory of his in the comment section, it allowed me to come up with more ideas that could make this theory more well-rounded, as I'm going to go into detail of exactly why Rock would survive this shooting in order to make this theory work, okay? Because there are emotional reasons why, okay? And then I'm going to explain why it would make sense for Rock to decide to go into WITSEC and then fake her death, making her the first person to really fake her death. I mean, technically you could say Unique did it first, but he didn't really fake his death. He kind of just allowed people to think that he was dead. But anyways, all that and more in today's theory. Like, share, comment, subscribe. All right, now, y'all, let's break it down like this. Now, if you remember how things went between Kanan and Jukebox, it's like, first of all, it's like I always say in my videos, every season, the tension between Kanan and Jukebox escalates. And I want y'all to understand that the next time Kanan tries to wild out on Jukebox like that, Jukebox is gonna hurt him. AKA, he gonna get that scar. Okay, Jukebox is not afraid of Kanan. But anyways, that's besides the point, right? So, how that went is, Kanan points the gun at Jukebox. He says, if you ain't with me, you against me. He leaves. After he leaves, Jukebox immediately gets on the phone, makes a phone call. We have to understand something, right? This is the 90s, 1992, 1993. There's nobody really walking around with cell phones. So we have to eliminate a whole bunch of people who she possibly called, right? She wouldn't be talking to Rock about Unique. So when Kanan got to the crib and Rock was on the phone talking about Unique to somebody, she was probably talking to Lou. After Lou confirmed, yo, I got Pernessa and Jerome, they at whatever spot, blah, 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 right? Marvin will be hard to reach for Jukebox to call, right? So that eliminates everyone in the Thomas family. She ain't gonna call Aisha, right? There's some gangster shit going on. So there's only one option of who she called. And that person has to be Detective Garcia. Has to be. And furthermore, this is yet another one of the reasons that inspired Jukebox to become a cop when she eventually becomes a cop 2 years into Kanan's 10-year bid sentence, right? Which is gonna be like 2006 when she decides to finally go to DC and do that. But anyway, that's besides the point. What makes this theory work is this. There will be an emotional reason why Rock survives this murder attempt. Not only because Jukebox killed Garcia, right? Because she wanted to save Rock's life. But you gotta understand, Rock told Kanan how to make sure someone dies. What she said? 1 to the head, 2 to the chest. Kanan does not have the heart to look Rock in her face and shoot her. Now, I'm personally going to go by what I said, which is that Kanan doesn't shoot Rock at all. But if he does shoot Rock, I believe that this theory can work because I still believe Rock is not going to die by the hands of Kanan. So because Kanan loves his mother, he don't have the heart to look Rock in the face and then pop her in her bean. He don't have the heart, right, to jelly her biscuit. He don't. He don't have the heart to pop her mata. So what he would do instead, maybe shoot her in the stomach, maybe even shoot her in the chest. Now, people die from getting shot in the chest, but we also gotta remember, Howard told Rock, yo, the boy can't shoot for nothing. So if it's not a headshot, right? If it's not a headshot, then guess what? That increases Rock's likelihood of surviving an attack by Kanan. Mind you, in OG Power, when you look at Kanan's kills, almost all of them are completely headshots. He's not playing with nobody. So maybe he just decided at some point, I'm not going to take no chances. Maybe he decided that because Rock survived. I don't know. I believe they're going to squash things before it's over and done and she leaves the show. But like I said, this ain't my theory, right? Now, Kanan shoots Rock because he ain't got the heart to shoot Rock in the head. After he shoots Rock, Rock hits the floor in the kitchen. She's bleeding. Kanan points the gun at Rock. He decides, I can't shoot her in the head. I ain't got the heart for it. Like I said, he leaves. Seconds after Kanan gets away, in comes Detective Garcia, who saves Rock's life through Jukebox by whisking Rock off to the hospital. They do the emergency surgery on Rock. Rock survives. Now, in order for this to make sense for the other half of this theory, in which Rock decides to go on the WITSEC, all of this has to happen within the first episode, right? So first episode, of course, Kanan shoots Rock. Rock is about to die. Detective Garcia comes. I believe that if Jukebox called Garcia, she's not going to say, my cousin is going to kill his mom. My cousin's going to shoot his mom. I believe she's going to say, I believe there's going to be a shooting at such and such address. My aunt, blase blah, right? Detective Garcia saves Rock. Rock goes to surgery. Everyone just assumes that Rock is dead. Lou and Kanan are going to be beefing, right? Because Kanan thinks Rock is dead. And you know what? That gave me an idea for a theory that I'm going to drop tomorrow, right? But anyways, Lou going through it with Kanan. They going to be beefing now. Marvin, if Marvin is around, he's definitely going to have something to say about that. But anyways, the only person who would know that Rock is still alive would be Detective Garcia. Detective Garcia is going to say, you know, I could lose my job for telling you this, right? But I'm going to be honest with you. Rock is alive. I saved her, blah, blah, blah. And because she's going to help lead to other arrests, because after Rock comes to and she's healing, she's going to say, okay, my son is too far gone. I love him. I'm not going to kill him. I guess I deserve what happened to me. If I lost my son, I lost everything. Everything I do in the game is for him. My son don't love me. My son killed me. Oh, my son tried to kill me. There's no point for me to be in this game. And I don't want to go to jail. This is when Rock tells Garcia, okay, look, go ahead and talk to the federales. I'm ready to make a deal. And from this point on, she decides to go in the WITSEC. She makes a deal. She snitches. She does everything she has to do. And of course, once Rock goes in the WITSEC, Kanan is finally free to be the man who he was always destined to be. And that also gave me an idea for like 2-3 other theories that I'm going to be making. So I want to shout out to the brother who I gave credit to in the beginning of the video. Also, last season, I made a video saying that Jukebox finds Rock and Witsec after she becomes a cop. So if this viewer's theory is correct, then that could also lead to that previous theory that I made being correct as well. But I'm going to end this theory here. Shout out to the brother who gave me the idea to continue his theory. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this theory in the comment section. Like, share, comment. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God get that. That's touch my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.